Today, we are constantly evolving in an international context of war. The Russo-Ukrainian war, the Azerbaijan-Armenian conflict, or the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. And we can know so many others. Even if our own country is not in war, we contribute to it and we can feel the effects on us. For example, there are effects on our mental health, on our consumption, and on the environment. And today, we will study in details the causes and the consequences of wars on environment and more precisely how it endangers the environmental peace.
According to the causes, we are going to mention three major causes. And by this way, the first one is wars or conflicts, whether in the Europe, the Sahara, or the Middle East, can increase the level of global warming. This is precisely the case of the Russian-Ukrainian crisis with the bombing of Donbass and Crimea, in the Sahara with terrorist attacks, and in the Middle East with the Israeli-Palestinian crisis. All of these repeated crises can be a source of global warming, which in turn will impact human life. The second one is the pre-war period. This can be explained by armaments and by extension nuclear weapon tests, which potentially damage the environment. The third and last one is the abusive exploitation of resources. This is most often the case with energy resources because when these resources are extracted from the subsoil, they generate far too much waste that could contaminate the soil that the inhabitants cultivate, the air they breathe, and the water they consume.
Now, let's talk about the consequences of wars. One of the major effects of war is climate change. Of course, we hear about it every day, but the pollution produced by wars also have a great impact on climate change because of oil spills, toxic chemical releases from weapons, and destruction of industrial sites. This contaminates soil, water sources, and air quality, but it also affects biodiversity, which leads to its loss by destroying habitats, disrupting migration patterns, and causing species extinctions due to habitat loss and hunting. Moreover, wars led to widespread deforestation due to military activities, clearing of land for infrastructure, and resource exploitation. This disrupts ecosystems and displaces wildlife. Another effect of wars is water scarcity. Water sources are contaminated, water infrastructures are destroyed, and the rivers are diverted, which leads to scarcity and waterborne diseases. And finally, we also can find a social and humanitarian effect on health with long-term effects, displacement, and loss of livelihoods.
Finding solutions to the resolution of armed conflicts is not easy, but given the effects they have on our environment and by extension our health, there are actions that can be taken. Favor negotiations and mediation, promote diplomatic interventions, why not also demilitarization and reintegration with the aim of reducing military capacity. Addressing issues of justice and reconciliation can also contribute to heal the wounds of conflicts.